Would You Like to Dance? Written by L-Star. Read by Arashi. Maki watched from afar as Kaede danced with Shuichi, her face puffed out slightly in annoyance. Sure, Kaede was allowed to do whatever she wanted, but she wanted to dance with Kaede, to feel her arms around her waist, and to be close to her. But why did it matter to her so much? She felt as though the answer should be obvious, but honestly, Maki had never felt this way before. She'd never had her heart race when she saw someone smile, or felt the strong urge to protect someone before. She'd always killed people, but she'd never protected anyone before. And with Kaede, she wanted nothing more than for the optimistic girl to smile more, to smile while facing forward with her beautiful music playing, to smile at her. "Hey, Maki roll!" Kaito jogged over to her, a huge grin on his face. "Wanna dance?" "I don't dance," Maki answered immediately, looking away from him. "What? You don't gotta shoot me down so hard," Kaito grimaced. "Come on, Maki roll. Just one dance." "If I say yes, will you leave me alone after?" Maki muttered. "Sure. I'm waiting for someone anyways." Kaito glanced around. "Don't tell me you're waiting on Kokichi," Maki said flatly. "You've been hanging out around him an awful lot lately." "Are you jealous?" Kaito grinned. "No. If you wanted to be aggravated by him, don't come crawling to me." "Hey, Kichi ain't bad." Kaito frowned, holding his hand out. Maki accepted his hand, and the two awkwardly swayed side to side. "Kichi? You really have gotten close. Do you like him?" Maki asked offhandedly. "Well..." Kaito's face turned bright red. "Maybe a little. I mean, we had some fun times, and if you get to know him..." "Gross. If you think he's not that bad, then by all means, go date him. I could care less." Maki frowned. "But don't drag me into it." "You'll warm up to him eventually," Kaito insisted. "You'll warm up to him eventually," Kaito insisted. "Anyways, what about you, Maki-roll? Got anyone you like?" "No," Maki said, though her red gaze traveled over to Kaede as she laughed with Shuichi, who looked a bit nervous. Kaito followed her gaze, his jaw dropping. "No way! You like Shuichi?" "I don't like Shuichi like that," Maki snapped, though her voice was still calm and composed. Kaito squinted for a moment, and then his eyes widened, realization drawing on his face. Is it Kaede? You're in love with Kaede?" Kaito reaffirmed, stunned. Maki could feel her face heating up with embarrassment. Was love what she'd been feeling for the taller blonde girl? Was it love when her heart pounded every time she saw Kaede smile? Was it love when she couldn't help but actually tease Kaede back when the two of them were talking? Now that she was thinking about it, it definitely seemed logical. If she was in love with Kaede, it would explain all of her own actions and feelings towards the girl. But now, Maki was faced with her new problem. She was in love with Kaede, and had no idea how to handle it. "Well, I think you two are cute together," Kaito grinned, giving Maki a spin. "I'll call her over, see if she wants to dance with you." "That's unnecessary." "But you like her, yeah?" Kaito grinned. "So as your hero, I need to help you two get together." "Kaito?" "Hey, Kaede!" Kaito called out, stopping his and Maki's dance to approach the two dancing friends. "Oh, hey, Kaito. Did you want to dance next?" Kaede asked, smiling over at them. "Kaito, what are you?" Maki hissed as Kaito dragged her over. "Nah, I'm good. Maki-roll wanted to dance with you, though. She just doesn't know how to ask," Kaito laughed. "Do you want to die?" Maki seethed quietly at Kaito, who didn't even glance at her. "Oh, you wanted to dance, Maki?" Kaede smiled that beautifully bright smile at her. Then she faltered, looking to Shuichi. "Well..." "It's okay, Kaede. I think I see Rantaro over there, so I'm going to head over there." Shuichi gave her a reassuring smile and walked away. "And it looks like Kichi ain't here, so I'm gonna go find him." Kaito slapped Maki's back. "Have fun!" And with that, he winked and took off running. "That idiot," Maki muttered, gripping her pigtail. "Well, he wanted to dance." Kaede offered a hand, smiling at her. I'm glad. You're glad? Maki echoed, slowly accepting her hand. Why? We just interrupted your dance with Shuichi. Don't you like him? Huh? Kaede blinked. Shuichi was my first friend ever at Hope's Peak, sure, but he's not really my type. I'm more happy just guiding him through social situations until he's used to it. She and Maki started to slowly dance. I see, Maki mumbled, feeling oddly happy that Kaede didn't like Shuichi, like she had thought. Why? Don't you like Shuichi? You two and Kaito are always together, Kaede pointed out. I'm not really into people who aren't optimistic. Maki shook her head. I think optimism is what I need. Then, Kaito? No, he's too stupid. Kaede laughed as she spun Maki. Aw, you say that, but you do care about him, don't you? Shut it. I'm glad you found someone you like, Maki. Kaede's smile softened. I don't like Kaito, though. Maki pouted, her cheeks puffing slightly. Then, who do you like? Who is it Kaede likes? Huh? You can't just ask me out of the blue like that, Kaede blushed. Why not? You did, Maki pointed out. Well, yeah, but... Jeez. You never know how to respond when it comes to you, Kaede groaned. Practice what you preach, Kaede. Maki smiled slightly. Kaede pouted. Then, if I tell you who I like, do you promise not to freak out? I won't freak out. Why would I? Maki asked, rolling her eyes. Kaede likes someone. Of course. It's probably someone more outgoing than I am. Well... Kaede stopped dancing. Close your eyes for me, then. Why? Just do it. Kaede's face was a lovely shade of pink. Maki complied, her red eyes shutting and enclosing her in darkness. There was a moment of silence, and she felt something gently touch her lips. Her eyes opened and her guard went up, but she quickly dropped when she realized what was happening. Kaede was kissing her. Kaede pulled back, her cheeks pink. Well, does that answer your question? She asked shyly. Maki could feel her own face heating up. Why did you kiss me? She blurted, her voice sounding flustered, even to herself. Huh? Obviously I like you. Kaede covered her face with her hands. I mean, I thought you were mean at first, but then we spent the past 3 years together and I got to know you. And the past several weeks we've been here together just made me fall for you more. Maki looked away from her, tugging at her hair, blushing. But still, she muttered, why me? Do I need a reason to feel the way I do? Kaede asked her, moving her hand to tilt Maki's chin up to look at her. I just do. I don't think it's important to question why we fall for anyone, so much as it's important that we just give whoever you love all of what you can. I don't get it, but I don't need to think about it, right? Maki glanced at her. At least that's what I think, Kaede gulped. Then, would it be unbelievable to say I liked you too? Maki asked quietly. Huh? You do? Why? Didn't you just say we shouldn't think about it? Maki smiled slightly. You really need to practice what you preach. I just wasn't expecting that, that's all. Kaede pouted, her slightly bigger hands gently grasping hers. Do you want to continue dancing? Sure, Maki murmured, and the two held each other even closer than before, their faces mere inches apart. As the next song came to a close, Kaede leaned in and gently kissed Maki on the lips once more. Hey, Maki? Yeah? Maki felt embarrassed by the kiss, but also oddly happy. I love you. Kaede smiled down at her. Maki couldn't help but smile back. You too.